boys and girls, welcome back. I'm Mr. VC.
And I'm Miss Ellie. We're going to do the song, He's Able. Let me go through the motions with you. It goes like this. He's able, I know He's able. I know my Lord is able to carry me through. Now, if you need to, pause it and watch it again so you can get it real good. Let's go. He's able, I know He's able. I know my Lord is able to carry me through. Sing that again. He's able, I know He's able. I know my Lord is able to carry me through. He heals the brokenhearted and sets the captives free. He made the lame to walk again, and He caused the blind to see. He's able, I know He's able. I know my Lord is able to carry me through. He's able, I know He's able. I know my Lord is able to carry me through. He heals the brokenhearted and sets the captives free. He made the lame to walk again, and He caused the blind to see. For He is able, I know He's able. I know my Lord is able to carry me through. I know my Lord is able to carry me through. One more time. I know my Lord is able to carry me through. Good job. You just impressed your parents. Bye, kids.
Hello, children, and happy Sunday again. Welcome to today's Sunday service. I hope you enjoyed last week's service. I hope your week was amazing and you learned a lot at school. So today we'll be doing something different than what we usually do. We'll be having a quiz on the story of Gideon. Remember that last week we learned about Gideon and his men, part 1. So this week, we'll be having a quiz to see how much you learned and still remember about Gideon and his men story of last week. So, get your paper and pen ready. For the online viewers, you can send your answers to juniorchurch@thispresenthouse.org or at my junior church TPH on Instagram. The first set of questions are yes or no questions. Number 1. In the time of Gideon, the Israelites worshipped the one and only true God. Yes or no? Number 2. The Israelites suffered a season of famine in the time of Gideon. Yes or no? Number 3. The Midianites destroyed the farms of the Israelites. Yes or no? Number 4. Constant destruction of the farms caused the famine. Yes or no? Number 5. Is a wine press a place to thresh wheat? Yes or no? Number 6. God heard the cry of the Israelites. Yes or no? Number 7. Did Gideon ask the angel questions? Yes or no? Part 2. The part 2 version of the questions is to be answered using true or false. Again, the email address to send your answers in is juniorchurch@thispresenthouse.org or at my junior church TPH on Instagram. Question 1. Gideon was surprised when the angel appeared. True or false? Question 2. Gideon was a great warrior of his time. True or false? Number 3. Gideon's clan was the weakest in Manasseh. True or false? Number 4. Gideon was the greatest of his father's house. True or false? Number 5. Gideon doubted the angel and asked for a sign. True or false? Number 6. Gideon destroyed the idols in the morning. True or false? Number 7. Fire came upon the rock when the angel touched the bread and the meat with his staff. True or false? Part 3. The part 3 of these questions is multiple choice based questions and statement based questions. Again, your answers should be sent to juniorchurch@thispresenthouse.org or at myjuniorchurchtph on Instagram. Let's go. Number 1. What is a famine? A. Where people farm. B. A land with many farmers. C. Extreme scarcity of food. D. None of the above. Number 2. What did the angel say to Gideon? A. Hi, friend. B. The Lord is with you, man of valor. C. Hello, warrior. D. Why are you hiding? Number 3. Gideon was from the clan of A. Otumba. B. Israel. C. Igwe. D. Manasseh. Number 4. What offering did Gideon give the angel? A. Scrambled eggs and bread. B. Unleavened bread and meat. C. French toast. D. Shawarma. Number 5. What is a staff? A. A skipping rope. B. A stick that symbolizes authority. C. A pole. D. A magic wand. Number 6. Where did Gideon place the offering? A. Rock. B. Roof. C. Table. D. Wall. Number 7 is a statement-based question. Why did Gideon believe the angel? Your answer should be in one sentence. Number 8 is a statement question as well. If you were Gideon, what would you do? The answer is to be done in one sentence. Number 9. Gideon answered the angel, my clan is the dash in Manasseh, and I am the dash in my father's house. A. Richest in Manasseh, and I am the oldest in my father's house. B. Poorest in Manasseh, and I am the billionaire in my father's house. C. Bravest in Manasseh, and I am the strongest in my father's house. D. Weakest in Manasseh, and I am the least in my father's house. Number 10. What would you say was Gideon's challenge? A. He was too confident. B. He doubted God. C. He was very brave. D. He was excited. Number 11. When the Midianites kept destroying the Israelites' farms, what did the Israelites do? A. They cried out to God. B. They fought the Midianites. C. They were complaining and grumbling. D. They sang and danced. Number 12. How many years was there famine? A. 10 years. B. 7 years. C. 5 years. D. 9 years. Well done. Well done, well done, well done, well done, well done. Now, it'll be a good time to send your questions, your answers to the questions to our email or our Instagram handle. Till next week again, I remain Auntie Adeswa. I hope I believe you enjoyed today's quiz. We look forward to Gideon and his men part 2 next week. Till next week, children, bye. Have an amazing week. Bye.
Hello, boys and girls. This is Aunt Fernita. Today's story is called Gallant Gideon. The memory verse is from Philippians chapter 4, verse 13. It's one of my favorites. I can do all this through Him who gives me strength. The message is, God can use me when I trust Him. Have you ever been confused or afraid and not sure what to do? When Gideon learned to trust God rather than be afraid, exciting things began to happen. 40 years after Deborah and Barak defeated Sisera, Israel forgot God and began worshiping idols again. Because the Israelites left God's protection, for 7 years, Midianites and Amalekites caused problems for the Israelites. They stole their food and destroyed their homes. Many of the Israelites lived in caves just to survive. God looked around for a leader, someone who would trust Him. He found Gideon. Gideon was hiding from the Midianites while he was grinding wheat. Suddenly, the angel of the Lord appeared and said, "The Lord is with you, mighty warrior." Gideon was startled. He was no mighty warrior. His family was the smallest in the tribe of Manasseh. He was certainly not feeling very brave. "I will be with you," God told Gideon. "We will destroy the enemy together." Gideon was not sure. He asked the angel to wait while he made a meal for the angel. He put the meal on a rock, and almost immediately it was burned up by fire. Gideon asked God for 2 more signs. He wanted to be certain that God was with him. He held a fleece in his hand and spoke quietly, "If you are going to help Israel defeat Midian, let this fleece be wet tomorrow morning and the ground under it be dry." The next morning, it was just as Gideon had asked. No dew had touched the ground, but the fleece was soaked. Gideon tested God again. "This time, let the fleece be dry and the ground be wet," he asked. The next morning, his request was granted. Gideon called an army to fight Midian, and 32,000 men joined him. Now God tested Gideon. "There are too many men," God said. "Send some home." Gideon knew that the Midianites and Amalekites had a huge army, but he obeyed God and sent 22,000 men who were afraid home. God tested Gideon again. "Take your men to the river to drink. Look for the ones who drink standing up. Send all the rest home." Only 300 men passed the second test. God finally had a small enough army. That night, Gideon divided his army into 3 companies. Armed only with clay jars, trumpets, and torches, they hid on 3 sides of the Midianite camp. All at once, they blew their trumpets, smashed their jars, lit their torches, and shouted, "For the Lord and Gideon!" God did the rest. Awakened by the shouting, the Midianites and Amalekites rushed from their tents and began to fight each other. They were confused. Many ran away. And as they ran, Gideon's soldiers chased them. The Midianites and the Amalekites no longer bothered the Israelites. The Israelites could live with no fear because they chose to stay with God. God wants to help us with our most difficult problems. It is easy for Him to destroy our fears. It will be easy for us to trust Him when we remember all that He can do and all that He is willing to do for us. God won the victory for the Israelites. God will win the victory for you too.